Today's video, we're gonna get real. What's the keto flu? Why do you feel so terrible? And what can you do to feel better? Stay tuned. Your body's currently running on carbs and sugar or glucose for fuel, but you're going to start drastically reducing the number of carbs that you're taking in, and that's going to force your body to learn or figure out how it can run on fat for fuel. Unfortunately, your body's going to freak out a little bit. You're not giving it the fuel that it's used to, the fuel that it craves, and that's going to lead to something called the keto flu. Symptoms can include stomach pains, dizziness, shakiness, extreme irritability, severe cravings for carbs and sugar, diarrhea or constipation, even heart palpitations or muscle cramps. So what can you do to feel better? So when you cut back on carbs, your kidneys are going to respond by releasing excess water. And with that water is going to go your supply of electrolytes. So in the beginning, when you're starting to feel crummy, realize that you need to replace those electrolytes in your system so that you'll feel okay. Some tips that I have, some things that I do is I add this to my water. I got this on Amazon. This has, sodium, potassium, magnesium, some other things in it. I just add a scoop of this into my water bottle and drink on this when I'm not drinking coffee in the morning. So I drink this all day long. It tastes pretty good. This is berry flavor. They also have lemon lime, which I haven't tried yet, but this is pretty good. You can also take supplements. I do still take a magnesium citrate supplement. 2 pills is 50% of my daily value. The rest of it I get from my food. You can take a potassium supplement, but for some reason they can only fit 99 milligrams into each pill, and 99 milligrams is only 3% of your daily recommended value. So you would need to take a lot of those pills to get an adequate amount. So I don't take that anymore. I have just been trying to focus on getting it in my diet, but I also have been adding this new salt. There's also a brand called No Salt, and all this is potassium chloride. So I add this when I'm cooking dinner. I'll just put some of this in there to up the potassium, and that seems to be helping. I would say don't add this to water. It doesn't taste very good. One thing, when you are salting your food with regular, just salt and pepper, you season your food, is you want to think about switching to a pink Himalayan salt or a Celtic sea salt. They have more kind of mineral deposits in them than your typical iodized sea salt or even a kosher salt. Those have been kind of stripped of those important minerals, whereas the pink and then the Celtic still have that good stuff in there. So switching over can also help with that electrolyte imbalance. Another tip for, at least in the first few days, a tip that helped me was I took this salt out of my salt grinder. This came in it when I bought it, and I dumped it out so that I could replace it with some Himalayan pink salt, some rock, bigger chunks. But then I had this salt laying around. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? And then I found that I would just kind of munch on it throughout the day. And if for some reason it helped. It gave me a little satisfaction to be eating all day long, because I like to eat all day long and graze. And so this kind of helped me munching, and I'm still working on it. But another huge thing that helped me, I had the keto flu on day 2 and 3 of my keto journey, and the biggest thing that helped me was this chicken broth. Now it doesn't have to be this brand. I like it because it's cheaper than the little Weiler's cubes, bouillon cubes. You can totally use those if that's what you have. And honestly, if you look in the ingredients, they're actually terrible. but we had it on hand and I tried it, and it literally like made a huge difference in how I felt. If you want to make a better choice that doesn't have such terrible ingredients, then you can get specifically bone broth, or you can make it just with bones and a pot and water and thyme, and you can make bone broth. Bone broth is really good for the keto flu. It's got collagen, vitamins, minerals, and they're good anytime on a keto diet, but especially in the beginning when you're experiencing the keto flu and you're not sure if you can continue on because you really don't feel very good. Bone broth is a really good thing to add, so think about that. Another thing to think about is fiber. You're going to be changing your diet a lot. You're going to be maybe eating more vegetables or more protein than you're used to, or you're probably going to be eating more fat than you've ever had in your life, and that's going to do some interesting things to your bowels. I would say that in the beginning especially, diarrhea can happen unexpectedly. Don't expect to have that typical like stomach cramping and uncomfortable feeling. Expect like a fart to not be a fart. Yeah. But if you're on the other end of the spectrum, like my husband was, and you're constipated, or you tend to maybe constipate easily and know that ahead of time, get yourself some fiber supplements, and make sure you drink plenty of water with it. These say to take like 4 or 5 capsules like 4 times a day, which is a little crazy to me. I would say maybe 1 or 2 with a lot of water should really make a difference if you find that you're feeling kind of backed up. Yeah, think about supplementing with fiber, and don't get too comfortable passing gas just any old time. Just trust me. Yeah. My last tip is to try getting more sleep. Making this switch for your body is going to be hard work, and it's really confused right now. So one of the best things you can do is just get more sleep. Obviously you have a job, but if you can maybe squeeze in a little power nap here and there, go to bed a little bit earlier, just see if you can sleep, and when you wake up, you'll be that much closer to the end of the keto flu and the benefits that come from being in ketosis. So get some sleep. Hopefully you found these tips helpful. Once your body figures out how to run on fat instead of carbs, it's going to feel better. This first phase is the hardest, but once you get through it, it's going to be worth it when you come out on the other side. I promise. You can do it. Hang in there. Keto is awesome. Anyways, thanks for stopping by today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Think about giving it a thumbs up and subscribing below. And until next time, keep it keto. Bye.